Hello everyone, welcome to another episode in my Unreal Engine multiplayer series. So today I'm gonna do this, how to see that other character look up and down from other players perspective, because before it only replicates this horizontal rotation. It didn't replicate this up and down part. So this is the part I'm gonna do today, and this episode is sponsored by these patrons. Thank you for the support you guys are giving me. Right, now we have this at the moment. Where's my window? Okay, can shoot. Oh, and also the other player can see us like that. But as you can see, this turn in and look up and down. Even though I am look up here, the character does not look up over there. So I want to do the vertical look up and down, and then I want to do look to the sides. Actually it kind of works, but not really rotating animations, turning animations. So alright, so let's fix look up and down part. So for that, here I want to change few things. So here in the multiplayer setup that we did before, I attached the gun like this, and yeah, I think I'm not gonna do that. Let's just let's skip that part, right? And then I'm gonna attach, let's duplicate this FP gun. Let's call it TP gun, and let's attach it to the character body using the gun socket, and everything should be 0 like this. Then I'm gonna make it also owner no see. So that means owner don't see it, but other players see that. And also this FP gun only owner see, right? Okay, now let's play it. Still the same. Okay, then let's do something like this. Here in this animation blueprint, after this part, let's add transform modify bond node here, and here I'm going to change. This is just for testing. Let's try spine 1, and I'm going to change the rotation at 2 existing in, yeah, let's try component space. Here let's see what happens if I make this. Right, okay, we can look up and down using this. Alright, now how do we dynamically change this based on the actual players look up or down? Well, to get an idea about that, here in the event tick, yes, the event tick, don't we have a tick here? Looks like we don't. Yeah, in the tick. Okay, let me add a branch is locally controlled, because we should do this only for the non-local players. If this is false, let's print this FP gun rotation. Get word rotation. Print it. We get 2 from client and server. Okay. And it doesn't really change. Right, here you might have noticed this. No. So for now I'll enable the visibility of this FP gun so that we can inspect that here when the server or client we don't see look up and down anyone else from the other side. So this is the client. If the client look up, you see, let me go a little closer. So this the gun coming out of the chest is the first person gun, and here if I look up, you can see the gun is not looking up and down, only this turning is only visible here. And if I look up and shoot, still it shoots horizontally. That's the issue we have here. And for the server, still that problem is there. But if I look up and shoot, we can see the server can actually shoot up and down. So we need to fix this issue first. Right, so to fix that, here I'll define a custom event. Let's call it server sync control rotation. Right, now let's define a new input, control rotation synchronized. Okay, and I'm gonna run this on server. Right, then let's print it instead of this one. Wait, no, let's drag and drop this one. First person camera, and here let's do a branch is locally controlled. Let me delete this part. If false, yeah, if this is false, I'm gonna set rotation using this synchronized control rotation. Let's call this function here. Yeah, here let's do another branch is locally controlled. And if it is true, I'm gonna call server sync control rotation, and as the control rotation I'm gonna get control rotation. Okay, now let's test. Right, so this is the server. Oh, for server it's not working. Okay, this is the client, and as you can see now, when I look up and down for the server, I can see actually I'm looking up and down like that. Okay, but why doesn't player see that? What's the issue? Alright, so if I set this to multicast, then now player can look up and down, you can see there, but client can't look. Alright, so then what can we do? Okay, let's create another function. Can I duplicate this? Yeah. Let's name this one server control rotation. Okay, let's this one server multicast sync control raw. Too long, but bear with me for now. Okay, then let's duplicate this. Right, now this I'll set to run on server, this I'll set to multicast, and I am calling this one. I think now only the client will be replicated. Yeah, but not the server. Okay, now here let's add another branch. Using has authority. So if this is true, that means it's server. False, that means it's client, as I know. So server multicast, let's try this one. Now the server can look up and down. Client, oh. Client can also look up and down. Cool, now both are working. Alright, so the next step is actually, now we can hide this other gun. We don't need it anymore. I'll then set it again to only owner C. Right, and then so we need a way to get the controls rotation synchronized from the character blueprint to animation blueprint. So I'll define, now let's see how this works first. Do we have a reference to the, no, oh, it does cast to character. Okay, yeah, these are not relevant to our code. Anyway, let me create a blueprint interface, not a class. PPI character MP character get get control rotation. Now it should return control rotation like this. Then let's implement that interface here, PPI MP character, and here we have get control rotation. What's the error? Sorry, we should not use that because there is an inbuilt function called get control rotation. So let's delete this. Oh, I can't delete this also. Alright, now it's not there anymore. Okay, now I'll rename this vector. Get synchronized control rotation. Return sync rotation. Okay, now here we have that. Okay, now I'm just simply gonna return this. Okay, now here this part is going to fail definitely because I'm not using this character anymore. This is a different character. So for now I'll put that part aside and break from here. Then here let's call get synchronized control rotation. Right, now if you remember, this part. When this one is plus 60, it's like this, minus 60, it's like this. But when I play the game, oh, now I don't have the print. Let me add the print again. Let's print only here, this one. Right, it doesn't really change. Oh, alright, it changes now. So when I look up, it goes to plus 90. When I look down, at this point, when I look straight, it's 0. And when I go down, the pitch value, right, goes from 360 to 270. Alright, so if this is the way it works. So if this is so, if this is the forward, then it works like this, 0 to 360. So here this range is 0 to 90, and this one is 360 to 270, this part. So we have to do a little conversion here. How? Right, let's try something like this. In here, let me collapse, rotate, no, let's call it look up. Actually we will need to change this for look other directions as well. Now only for look up and down. Get this one and break. Here I am only concerned about the X, that means pitch. Yeah, then in here I'm gonna promote this to a variable. Let's call it control rot. So set control rotation only the, yeah, I'm changing only the roll. Yeah, this one. So I have to select this one. Sorry, need to split this, not break, into axes. Break rotator, right, like this. Oh, sorry, it should, yeah, I should connect page, not row. Right, now let's see how it looks. Okay, alright, now you can see when I look up, for the other player can actually see the character is looking up and down. Okay, doesn't look very beautiful. So let's test on the other one. Yeah, now it looks like that. All right, so yeah, that's basically what I wanted to achieve in this episode, and I'm gonna stop it here. And as always, the project files will be available through the Patreon page. The link would be in the description below, and if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. And see you in another episode. Goodbye.